Hi guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for tonight's video, we are going to be trying to figure out if we can get this pink out of my hair. So as you guys know from a couple of months ago, I dyed my hair with Arctic Fox, the virgin pink, and I dyed basically the whole head. I left a little bit of my ends because I tried to do a yellow color and it didn't work. So I did an ombre pink about 2 months ago, right before Christmas, and this is the results of it fading out of my hair. So you can see at the top here, it does have a lot of pigment still at the top, but the ends are basically faded out completely. So I'm trying to get the rest of the pink out. So I was watching a couple tutorials and videos just on YouTube today of people removing pink from their hair using baking soda, dish soap, developer, and purple shampoo. So I'm gonna try it and see if there's any truth to it. I know a lot of people have said that it's not damaging just from the videos that I've watched, but I don't think that's true. Putting baking soda and dish soap on your hair doesn't sound like it's going to be that great for my hair, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be that healthy for my hair. It's probably going to be incredibly drying. I remember when I was a kid, I used to put baking soda into a shampoo and use almost like a clarifying shampoo to get the chlorine out of my hair because I used to swim all the time, and my hair was so blonde when I was a kid that my hair would go green. So I would have to use clarifying shampoos and stuff, and baking soda was a way to strip your hair of basically everything. So I don't think this is gonna be the best option. It probably will be pretty damaging. So I'm still gonna try it, but I mean, I'm going into this knowing that it's probably going to be a little bit damaging, and it's definitely going to be stripping, which is the point of what I'm trying to do. So don't think by not using bleach that this isn't going to be damaging at all. It probably will be. I was just watching a couple people do this, and they said to use equal parts baking soda to developer. So I have the Wella 20 volume developer here that I'm going to use, and they said to use 1 cup of baking soda to 1 cup of developer. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pour in 1 cup of developer into my bowl, and I'm going to pour, it said to use 3 squirts of dish soap, so they said Dawn, so I'm going to be using the Dawn version. I'm just going to do 3 squirts and purple shampoo. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to do 3 squirts. So this is just the Nexus Blonde. So I just got this at the drugstore today. I've never actually used Nexus's brand before, so I'm hoping that this works, but it's very, very pigmented, like it's very purple. So I'm hoping that it is fine. I think the only purpose of having the purple in there is, one, it's going to make my solution that I'm using to dye my hair or remove the hair color in my hair, it's gonna make it purple, so it's gonna almost look like I'm using a bleach. And it's going to help tone my hair, so if I do remove this pink out of my hair will probably be kind of a yellowy blonde color, so hopefully the purple shampoo will help tone that. So there is that. So all of the methods that I've seen of people do this, they kind of have almost like a soupy texture at the end. They want it to be like a really smooth texture, so that's what my mixture looks like right now. I think I did it correctly, I'm hoping. So I think I might just add a little bit more dish soap just because I added more shampoo than I did dish soap. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but I'm just going like 3, 1 cup basically. And that is the texture that I've got. It looks like soup. So it looks exactly like all of the people that I've watched their videos. I'll link them down below, all of the videos that I watched, just because I wanted to watch a few and see how people were getting pink out of their hair. And I'm hoping that this doesn't damage my hair too badly. But I'm gonna throw on gloves because I do have very, very sensitive skin, and I do have very dry skin right now. I don't want to be smothering developer all over my hands. Plus, baking soda is very, very drying, so I'm just going to throw on some gloves and go to town painting my hair with this weird mixture. So I'm not really gonna be sectioning my hair. I'm just gonna throw it on and hope for the best. So so as you guys can see, it's clearly working really well. This side is still kind of working itself into the pink and removing it. I've just been playing with it and like rubbing it and trying to get the dye out of my hair, just kind of massaging it. But as you guys can see, it's really messy. The consistency is really runny, so you make a mess. So I definitely highly recommend using a shirt that you don't care about getting stuff all over. Do it in your bathroom. Make sure that you have a cloth nearby to wipe it off your skin. If you have sensitive skin like me, the solution may burn your skin a little bit because my face is literally on fire right now. So I am going to wrap my head up into a plastic wrap. So I have a shower cap here, and I'm going to leave this on for about 10 minutes or so, and then I will wash my hair and I will come back and show you guys the finished results. But so far, as you guys can see, it's clearly working, so this is really cool. Literally so shocked right now. They took all of the pink out. The pink is gone. My hair has never been this fucking white before. Oh my god. No bleach at all, just baking soda. Oh my god. Okay, so I am back once I am done this treatment. So I just went downstairs, washed this out, and then I did a deep conditioner treatment on my hair just because my hair was pretty dry. So I would say that this works really well. I would suggest though, if you're going to do this treatment by yourself, to put up a mirror or something behind you so you can see the back of your head so you don't do what I did. So I applied this all over to my hair and I missed some parts here and I missed a bunch of parts in the back. So I'm gonna have to redo this treatment again just on the parts that I missed. I wouldn't suggest doing this all over your head again though if you are like me and you missed spots and you need to redo certain areas. I would suggest only doing this treatment in the parts that you missed. So don't go ahead and do this all over your hair again because that will really damage your hair. But I definitely need to fix this because there's still some pink in the back of my head that I definitely missed, or I just didn't leave it on long enough just because it came out of this part of my hair really quickly. So I don't know if I just didn't get enough saturated in the back of my head, or if maybe the dye back there was just a little bit more pigmented still and it hadn't faded as much as the stuff in the front. But I will redo it in maybe a week or so. I will fix the back of my hair. At the moment though, we're in quarantine, so I'm not really leaving my house, so it doesn't really matter what the back of my head looks like, but it does look funny. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, I missed the back of my head. But I am actually really shocked that this worked. This worked really well. So if you're trying to get a stubborn hair color out of your hair, it worked really great for pink. I don't know if this would work that well for the blue side, just because I have put blue in my hair before and it is a bitch to get out. If you're watching this video trying to get a blue or a green out of your hair, good luck. I've had blue hair before and it's very hard to get out, but pink came out really quickly and really fast and really easily. So I'm excited for that. My hair feels fine. It is a little bit drier than it was prior to this. I do have fairly damaged hair already just because my hair is pre-lightened. My hair is chemically processed, so my hair does have a dry factor to it. It is damaged, so doing a process like this to my hair can cause it to be very dry and brittle. So anybody that tells you putting baking soda and dish soap on your hair isn't damaging, they're not really telling the truth. It is damaging. It does strip your hair of basically everything, all of your natural oils, all of your good oils. Everything that's in your hair is going to be stripped because it's basically a clarifying shampoo. You removed everything. So my hair is really clean right now, but it's very dry. So I'm going to wait probably about a week or so, and then I'll do this again, and I'm only gonna do this in the areas that I missed, like right there. But other than that, it worked really well. So I'm shocked at how well this worked. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys are just stumbling across this video because you're trying to get a stubborn hair color out of your hair, this worked really well. I'll put the ingredients down below that I used, and I'm impressed. I'm so impressed with how well this came out and how effortlessly this came out, and now I'm ready to do another color. I'm thinking about doing green. I've never dyed my whole head green before, and I'm very interested to see how that will look. So I might do green next. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this. Follow me on all of my socials. All of my socials are listed down below. I'm twistedglam_ on everything, so should be pretty easy to find. Follow me on Instagram for more makeup looks, makeup videos, IGTVs, and such. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye!